Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing great today. Appreciate those who watch this video. I hope you enjoy it. And today, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to pronounce the title of this movie. It's an Indian movie, and I don't know how to pronounce it. Should I give it a try? I really don't want to give it a try. Let's see here, let me see. It's, I don't know. How does the DH sound? TH together sound? If you're from India, let me know. I'm going to pronounce it Dhoom and Dhaam. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Let me know below. Or does the DH make... Because in English, PH makes an F sound. Does DH make a different sound? Let me know below. Did I pronounce them right? Was I right? Was I wrong? I have no idea. So let's get into this. Enough about my pronunciation of the title of this movie. You can find this on Netflix. So this movie, first off, reminded me a little bit of that movie Date Night with Tina Fey and Steve Carell. To go on a date and then they kind of get mixed up in like a big old drug deal thing, crime going on. It's similar to this one. We got this newlywed couple and they kind of get mixed up into a, supposedly they have a flash drive, trying to think of the name, flash drive or SB card or something. I'm going to call it a flash drive. Okay, I'm going to do my age here. I'm going to call it a flash drive. They have a flash drive that has evidence. They can put some cops, because you got corrupted cops again, just like in Date Night here, and to jail, get evidence, hardcore evidence against them, and they think that they have them, and they're kind of clueless, like, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, you know what? I keep on going back to Date Night. You know, Date Night, they had a flash drive too, you know, that little thingy you put in the computers. Anyways, so their adventure begins kind of right away. This movie is kind of like, first off, it's kind of like pro-arranged marriage. The parents set up this marriage between them. I have no opinion on that whatsoever. As long as both people are not being forced into the marriage, I'm all for it. But as far as I'm going to go into arranged marriages, I will say statistically, arranged marriages work better than when people find their own partner. Now, whether that's because they're in countries where it's extremely hard to get divorced, I'm not sure. And I don't know if divorce is hard to get in India or not. But in the past, you know, everybody talks about that in medieval days. You know, they can't really get a divorce back in the medieval days, and everybody's arranged, right? Or most of the people are arranged, I guess. Anyways, let's get off that topic and get into this movie. I really did enjoy this movie. I had a great time watching this movie. I found it hilarious. The two leads are fantastic in this. They work well off each other. You can kind of feel the friction with them. You kind of feel when they bond. And when they start to connect and bond as a couple in this movie, I think the director did a really good job in directing them, and they really good job acting. Always, like I say this all the time, but when I see like the acting in a movie, I don't know if it's because the actors are so good, or if it's because the director did such a good job of telling them how to act on screen. Because you see actors be completely lousy in other movies, and then they see another movie that's fantastic. I guess they just have to take up the whole body of work behind it. I thought I fast forwarded this enough to get behind the credits. I guess I didn't. Anyways, so you know, they got this hilarious action, romance, adventure. Guys and gals will like this. The girls will like the romance. The guys will like the action, and both males and females, women and men, will like the comedy in this one. Our woman here, she's more liberal, more free going. You know, she wants to go out and party and dance, and she kind of lied about this stuff. So, you know, he was completely aware. He thought she was this conservative girl, you know, who just like, didn't really like to party and stuff, because he's kind of conservative. He's like a homebody, just wants a nice family, you know. He wants to be a nice wife, you know, be at home, take care of the home stuff. He'll take care of the work stuff, the money stuff, and then, there's nothing wrong with that kind of family. It's just what his expectations are and her expectations. And once he realizes this is the woman that they said she was going to be, you know, he's kind of disappointed, but, you know, it helps him out in this. And it's kind of one of those movies where opposites attract. And opposites do attract, I think, in that case, you know, but as long as you have the same moral values, and in the case of this movie, our two leads do have the same moral values of family, you know, respecting one another. He respects her, she respects him. This movie does kind of, for the most part, have a a female hear me war type of feeling to it, woman power for most of it, and the guy's kind of like a wimpy type of character through a lot of this movie, but he kind of comes through there at the end in the clutch. You see that he can actually fight. He can be what you would consider a traditional man who stands up to those who are going against his family, against his woman, and defender, right? So you get that finally at the end, but throughout the whole thing, he's kind of like a mouse and she's the lioness, which gets kind of irritated. But I think for most part, it's kind of for comedic scenarios. One part I found hilarious is when they're trying to get a car and they're trying to get away, and they're in a car chase, but he won't go over the speed limit, even though they're shooting at him. He wants us to go to the speed limit, and then there's a stoplight, and he stops at the stoplight in the middle of a car chase. I found that funny, kind of ridiculous, but I found it funny. I did really enjoy this movie. Haven't really watched too many Indian movies until this past 6-8 months, and I'm enjoying most of them. I don't know if there's any I really haven't not enjoyed. Everybody talks about Bollywood and how good the movies are, and I'm sorry, I was a late comer. They got some movies that I'm interested in. I only watch stuff that I'm kind of interested in the story, and so far I've been finding something I am interested in the story, and maybe that's why I'm enjoying them. I'm going to recommend this one. Highly recommend this one, especially if you like date night. I think you'll enjoy this one. If you didn't like date night, I guess it's a cautionary tale to watching this one, but I did enjoy it. I liked it, and if you have time, check it out on Netflix. Have a great day, and hopefully you catch me around. Bye.